Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and this is my first episode of Cooking from My Comfy Kitchen. Right now my daughter and my niece are playing in the living room, so y'all might hear a little bit of noise. I'm looking real crusty right now, but that's okay because I don't think I ever cook looking cute. So most of the time I do these little episodes, I'm probably gonna be looking like this. But I figured since we're going to be cooking, we might as well start off with the basics. And the basics are what I'm making tonight. And that would be spaghetti. You would be like, okay, well, everybody know how to make spaghetti. But that is not true. Not everybody knows how to boil noodles. Not everybody knows how to, get the sauce together. Not everybody knows how to make spaghetti. It's a simple meal, but not everybody knows how to do that. So we're going to start off with a simple meal, which is spaghetti. And I'm going to just show you guys my version on how I personally make that. So let's get started.
The first step in this process would be to get a pot and fill it up with water. Once you're done filling your pot up with water, it is now time for you to place that pot of water on the stove so that it can start boiling. I'm then going to get some salt from out of my cabinet and add a little bit of that to my water. And I'm also going to go in my cabinet and get a little bit of oil to add to the water as well, just a splash. You really don't need much. Now, I like to put peppers in my spaghetti sauce, so I'm just cutting off the tops of the peppers and cutting around the centerpiece that holds the seeds, because you do not want to use the part that has the seeds in it. You want to actually take it out and cut around it, because that's not something you want to go inside of your spaghetti. And I'm just going to keep on doing this with all of my peppers until I have all of the centerpieces out of the peppers. Once I'm done that part of the process, I begin slicing the peppers into about like 4 or 5 slices vertically. And then after that, I just slice them horizontally into little tiny squares. And I'm just going to do this with all of the peppers until all of them are cut up into little square pieces. And of course, if you feel as though you have enough peppers and you want to save the rest for later, you can just take a little Ziploc bag and place those peppers in there for a later time. I like to put onions inside of my spaghetti sauce, so I'm just going to slice this up, and then I'm going to take off the first layer of the part of the onion that kind of has like the skin on it, so that I can get to the harder pieces, and then after that I'll begin cutting that up as well. You can choose whatever meat you want to. Most people use ground beef or ground turkey, but in this case, I'm actually using sweet Italian turkey sausage, and I'm placing them inside the pan so that I can cook them for use later. Go ahead and set your oven to 350, and then after that you can place your sausages inside of the oven to be cooked. In the meantime, your pot of water that's on the stove should be already at a boil, and you can go ahead and take your spaghetti noodles and place them inside of the water on the stove. I personally like to break mine in half and then put them in, but some people don't mind putting them in whole. Whichever way that you want it, I just break it in half so it's a lot shorter and I don't have to worry about cutting it up. Since I do have a little child, it's easier for me to just have shorter strands of spaghetti. So this is just what I do, but you can put it in whole if you choose to. Now you know when your sausage is ready because it'll turn brown and it should not be pink on the inside. It should be cooked throughout, and then you're just going to chop it up and make sure that you slice it into little pieces so that you can use it for your spaghetti. Now when the noodles all finish, you'll know if they're finished because they'll be tender. You don't want them too soft, too hard. Place a strainer on top and dump the water out, so then that way the noodles stay inside of the pot and you don't have to worry about any mess of dumping the noodles into the strainer. Just put the strainer on top of the pot and then easy as pie. Now you just want to add a little bit of oil to another pan so that can heat up, and then after that's all heated up, you want to take all the rest of your products that you had, such as your peppers, your onions, and you want to go ahead and put that in a pot so we can start cooking. Now once your peppers and your onions are fully cooked, you can then add in your sausage to the pan with the rest of the stuff. Now once all of your products are in a pan, I would say about 2 minutes in, you can start adding your seasoning so that you can flavor your food before you add the spaghetti sauce. The next step in the process would be adding your spaghetti sauce. I like to add at least 2 containers. Ignore my daughter crying in the bottom of the screen. She's just crying because her and my niece were arguing, so you know how that goes. After I'm done adding my spaghetti sauce and it starts getting warm, I also like to season my sauce. I use onion powder, garlic powder. I like to put in a little bit of oregano. I like to add sugar to cut the acidic taste to the spaghetti sauce. You can add as much or as little sugar as you want, but it just really helps cut out the acidicness of the tomato sauce. And then you can just add what other seasonings that you want, that you like inside of your spaghetti or that you like to season your food with. Once your sauce is all finished, it is now time to plate the food. I like to add a little bit of the spaghetti noodles, and I personally like to put the sauce on top of the spaghetti noodles. I don't like to mix my spaghetti noodles in with the sauce, But again, everybody eats it different. If you want to add the noodles to the sauce, that's up to you. But this is just how I make my spaghetti. And I normally just serve that with a side of Texas toast, just so it's a little treat to go with your noodles. And this is how you make spaghetti. Whoops, good thing it didn't fall over. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down anything that you would like to know below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.